Let's talk about a story that's so incredible, it honestly feels like it's straight out of a movie. It's about a math genius who, after his own dream was crushed, went on to build a school that has launched hundreds of impoverished students into India's most elite universities. This is the amazing story of Anand Kumar and his legendary Super 30 program. It's a huge question, right? Can one single person really change the fate of thousands of others? Well, the story of Anand Kumar isn't just an answer to that. It's a resounding yes. Let's dive in and see how he pulled it off. So to really get what the Super 30 program is all about, we've got to go back to the beginning. See, this isn't just a story about a program. It's about a man whose own denied dreams became the very fuel for a world-changing mission. Okay, so our story kicks off in Patna, India, with a young man named Anand Kumar. And he wasn't just, good at math, he was exceptional. From a really young age, he literally saw the world through numbers and equations. It was a passion that would end up defining his entire life. If you look at his early life, it was this story of two extremes. On one side, you have this incredible, raw talent for math. But then, boom, that brilliance ran headfirst into this wall of serious poverty. And that led directly to the heartbreak. His own dream of going to a top university was completely shattered. He knew exactly what it felt like to have all the talent in the world, but none of the resources. That painful experience, well, that became the seed for everything that came next. But here's the thing. Instead of letting that heartbreak crush him, Anand did something truly extraordinary. He took all that personal pain and channeled it into this radical, revolutionary idea, an educational experiment that would go on to change countless lives. This was the birth of Super 30. The year is 2002. This is the moment everything changes. After years of seeing so many brilliant but poor students just fall through the cracks, this is the year Anand Kumar basically said enough is enough and decided to build something totally new from the ground up. And he called it Super 30. The concept was as simple as it was revolutionary. Each year, he would find 30 of the brightest kids from the absolute poorest backgrounds, and his promise to them was huge. He would give them everything, and I mean everything: coaching, food, a place to live, all to help them crack one of the toughest exams on the entire planet, the JEE. That's the one and only gateway to India's elite engineering schools, the famous IITs. So you gotta be wondering, how in the world did he achieve such incredible results? What was the magic behind the Super 30 method? Well, it wasn't magic at all. It was actually a carefully designed and pretty brilliant formula for success. The approach really boiled down to this three-part system. It starts with a careful selection process, finding those diamonds in the rough. The next part, and this is huge, is total support, providing free coaching, housing, and food, removing every single obstacle so they could just focus. And that brings us to the final step, which might be the real game changer: focus. He cultivated an environment of complete unwavering dedication, where for one intense year, these 30 students had one job, and one job only: to learn. So, what happens when you combine that kind of raw talent with that level of focus and support? You don't just get good exam scores. No, you get something much bigger. You get the complete transformation of lives, forging brand new destinies for entire families. And the program's success rate was just staggering. I mean, almost unbelievable. In many years, nearly all 30 students, these are kids who started with absolutely nothing, would land a coveted spot in the IITs, beating out hundreds of thousands of more privileged applicants. It was a life-changing achievement, year after year. It really all comes down to this. Through his unique approach and sheer unwavering dedication, these students didn't just pass an exam. They completely rewrote their futures. The success of Super 30 is just a powerful illustration of that incredible transformation. So when we step back from the exam scores and all the amazing success stories, what's the lasting legacy of Anand Kumar's work? What does it really teach us about empowering dreams? At its very heart, the Super 30 story is a powerful, powerful testament to this one idea: education is the ultimate equalizer. It can balance the scales, proving that when knowledge is made accessible, it can break cycles of poverty and unlock human potential in the most profound ways. And this brings us right back to that question we started with. Anand Kumar's journey is it's definitive proof of the incredible ripple effect one person's vision can create. It's about transforming not just lives, but entire communities, and empowering dreams that once seemed hopelessly out of reach. Anand Kumar's story leaves us with one final, crucial question to think about. Is talent something reserved only for the privileged, or is it scattered everywhere, just waiting for a single opportunity to shine? His life's work doesn't just suggest an answer. It demands that we ask ourselves, where does true potential really lie?